What is going on, you guys? We are here in Charleston, South Carolina. I am one day out from Nationals, and we're doing this thing. We got in super late last night at we got to the hotel like literally 2 a.m. It was like a long 12-hour travel day, but I'm feeling really good. Yesterday was my main carb load day, and currently I'm waiting for Coach to get back to me on, hey, he just got back to me. So I'm gonna read that in a second and see what happens. We just went to Publix. We got some groceries. I'm gonna show you what we got, and today is just all about chilling, shaving, getting tanned, checking in, and hopefully bringing our absolute best package to one of the biggest stages in the country tomorrow. Okay, all is well with Coach. We're sending in photos in 3 hours, and we're gonna check the look from there and go from there. But in the meantime, this is the groceries we picked up. Of course, rice cakes. We got to the grocery store, Maddie's like, we gotta get to the rice cakes because we know all the bodybuilders in the entire city of Charleston right now are gonna go beeline it for the rice cakes. We got some water. We got some chips because I'm just like really in the mood for a binge right now. Just kidding, these are Maddie's. Rice, because bodybuilding. This actually came in clutch, but I need like cooked chicken. That's how I'm weighing it right now. And so I found all these little like pure, fully cooked, grilled chicken strips, nothing on it. And this is like so clutch right now. So I got a bunch of these. Chicken salad. This is Maddie's. And then what people don't know is my biggest binge food is guacamole. Just kidding. This is Maddie's, guys. Come on. You gotta stick with me. We got some bananas for some carbs, potassium. Reese's. This is only for backstage. Coach gives me 2 Reese's before I step on stage. Purely, I think, just to bump the blood sugar, like right before you go out on stage, feel good, relax, whatever. And also maybe just to get the nasty taste of all the salt and pump product I have in my mouth. Anyway, it's a good chaser. We're almost there, guys. We got peanut butter, natural Jif, and olive oil. What's really nasty about this is usually I've been cooking my food in olive oil, which is delicious, but in this case, I can't actually cook. I can heat up my food in like a microwave and stuff, but I basically just have to drizzle olive oil on all my stuff for my fats and then just eat it anyway. So that's going to be interesting. Then, more rice cakes. That's the food situation for the next 2 days, and then we'll kind of figure it out from there. But we have a full freaking day planned, man. I can't wait to see just how crazy and big this show's going to be. So we'll keep you posted throughout the day. Welcome to the show day video. We are 1 day out. Let's go. It is finally that time, 6 p.m. I just checked my watch, that's not there. Because we're gonna go get tanned and checked into the show. And we've already seen a lot of competitors, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm about to see some huge freaking dudes. And I'm gonna be the mid-sized guy. Let's go. I'm feeling good. I'm not like super tight right now, but I am tighter than I was going into tanning 6 days ago. That's crazy, dude. That's 6 days ago?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm tighter right now, but I have to take photos for Cliff after I get my tan, and then we'll kind of decide on the dinner plan at that point. I'll keep you guys posted, but hopefully I get a chill night. Hopefully I get to eat food, and hopefully I look amazing in the morning.
Card was already verified.
You don't look like he cares.
I'll tell you the whole thing because they have my wrong address, so you guys can't stalk me, but number 71, my lucky number is 17. So you just flip them and you got 17. That's a good sign.
5, 9 3/4.
You too? So, tan is done. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm having fun with this show because without like being, I don't know, like I don't want to talk down on myself or dog on myself, but like realistically, the chances of me walking in here and winning my first national show is not very realistic, and I'm totally at peace with that. I'm here to see where I place. Like, you know, it is very normal for you to show up to your first national show and get last place, like 16th place. That happens. I know really good. I saw Anthony Montello in there. Really cool dude. I've talked to him once before, but he looks crazy. And he made a really good post on Instagram a few days ago. His first national show, he got last place. His second time, I think he got like 12th, and then he got like 7th, and then he got 3rd. And this is like his 5th attempt, and the guy looks crazy. And so knowing that, like, it actually has taken a lot of pressure off my shoulders, and I'm just having a lot of fun. And so I was in there, I saw a guy about my height, men's physique, and he looked nuts. And he wasn't huge, he was big, but like the genetics of the level of guys coming to this show are ridiculous. It's not guys who are making up for less than perfect genetics with their size. You know, it's guys who are elite. So this dude, I wonder how he's gonna place. Man, it's just like the tiniest waist known to man, and just like so broad up top. It's crazy to see that, but that's what I'm here for. So anyway, tan is on. We're gonna go up, find out from coach if I get to eat dinner. Let's go. Alright, you guys, so sending these to Cliff right now. I'm going to keep you posted in 5 minutes. In my opinion, I am sharper than I was last time, the night before the show. So I'm hoping he just kind of continues with the plan. I'm not super sharp or anything right now, but I am sharper than I was. And so I know that once I sleep on this, I'll wake up like really tight tomorrow. And the night before the show, you do want to go for somewhat of like a loaded look. You don't want to be too sharp the night before the show. It's probably a good sign that you don't have enough carbs in you. So we'll wait and see what Cliff has to say. Okay, you guys, Cliff got back to me, and here's the plan. So I just ate my dinner, which consisted of 1.5 cup of rice and chicken. Didn't film it, was too hungry and too excited to eat, so it's gone. We're eating rice cakes now. He said to add 2 on top of the plan, so we've got 7 caramel rice cakes, 2 apple cinnamon rice cakes, and then Maddie and I are going to try to watch a movie and just play it as chill as possible tonight. No more work, nothing like that. Just try to relax, and then we'll see the physique in the morning. So that's pretty much it. Nothing else to report. Just finishing up drinking water and eating rice cakes. We'll see you in the morning for show day. First ever national show.
So I have a quick question. What makes you feel flat, if I'm curious?
I just look it. I mean, maybe I'm crazy.
I guess I feel like you look fuller than you've ever been, and your body weight being higher than you've ever been kind of indicates that.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. Okay, so here's I hope you understand.
Yeah.
I feel like as we get closer, I feel like your radar for flat versus full is a little skewed. And I can make changes trusting how you're feeling, but
I'd rather go off of what you think.
Okay, because I wanted to like get your take on it, because the photos and the body weight indicate to me full.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can still give you a little more carbs actually, but also you look really good, especially right out of bed. Is this with any food or water yet?
Sipped a tiny bit of water and then just had the raisins.
Yeah, but so I'm looking at, if you feel flat though, the feeling of flat could come from something other than carbs, like needing a little more salt. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that was something I was thinking about too, because I woke up in the middle of the night and woke up this morning very thirsty. And generally speaking, like, again, I trust you more than myself, but I think more sodium like helps me a little bit. But
okay, then let's roll with that. So can you add an 1/8 teaspoon in with your shake mixture right now?
Yep, can do.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do the meal as planned. Can you add 1 rice cake to your meal as well?
Yes, I can. Yeah, prejudging starts at 9.
Okay, let's do pictures then.
Okay, 8:30. Got
Cool.
it.
Awesome. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. See ya. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye. Because my body weight did go up. I'm 182.2, which is, yeah, it's about 2 pounds, 3 pounds heavier than last show day. I agree, because like logically the carbs are there right now, so I wasn't necessarily like, I don't think I need more carbs, but it is true. I was very thirsty, and also like I think I do better on a little higher sodium, not high sodium, but higher sodium than I'm on. So I think right now I just need to hydrate and get some sodium. Also, it is early. Like, it's really early. I mean, right now it's 6:30 a.m., but I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, where it is 3:30 a.m. So I do feel and I look flat. Like, I can tell. But there is a difference between like flatness from not having enough carbs versus just needing to like wake up and get some more water in me. So when he's like, what do you think? You know, should we go off of what I think or what you think? I'm like, definitely what you think. You know, like, that's why I have a coach. I do what you tell me to do and nothing else. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I just need to get moving and get this day on the road. So I'm gonna eat some food and then I have to go back for tanning in about 30 minutes, and then yeah, I'll take you through it. Let's do this thing. Tanning part 2, athlete meeting. Gonna find out more about the show because right now we have no idea anything about the show. So.
You all tanned up?
Yeah, how's my face?
It's definitely not as white.
It's not as white?
Yes,
That's a
very
good
much
sign,
not as
because
it was really
my
white.
latest Instagram post was quite revealing.
Okay, let's do 180. Face that back wall. And face forward. Okay, Dumper, you're gonna file off. You'll all be back individually.
Cause I came through the grill, you jocks on the grill.
67.
Do donuts.
68.
Just the part where I get my phone number to all the girls.
72.
76 that outside.
75. 76.
The big stretch truck like that. Have you ever seen a big bitch butt like
2 and 67 switch. 72 and 67. 68 and 65. I need 66. 60. Okay, let's do 180. Face the back wall. One and 69 switch. 71 and 69 switch. Now do 180, face that back wall. Awesome, we are back here this evening.
Finals starts at 3. Yo, what's up, you guys? It's 3:45 right now, which means, yes, pre-judging done, and we're actually heading down to finals. Finals actually started 45 minutes ago, but they're going to be doing like all the bodybuilding and classic routines, so I'm not really missing out on too much. Honestly, Maddie and I have been like sleeping, chilling, talking, spending time together. I'm gonna give a way bigger, more clear rundown of everything that happened today after we finish up with finals. The job ain't done yet. We gotta show up, be good sports, and do this thing the right way. Today's been really nice, and one of my favorite parts of today has just been able to spend time with Maddie. We're together all the time, all day, every day. But one of my favorite things in this entire world is spending time with Maddie. And unfortunately, even though I've been there physically, I've been so drained through prep that I haven't always been there in the same type of way. But now I've had, I've had a couple of refeeds the last couple of days. I've had food today. I feel energized, and so we've just been hanging out. We have finals, though. So let's finish up this day the correct way, the right way, show the sport, and the other competitors the respect that they deserve by showing up and finishing finals despite my placing. And then we're going to talk about it because I have some things to share. Okay, yeah, that is it, guys. We just finished finals. It was really fast. I mean, they just had me go on, hit a front post, come off. Only top 5 actually went out and were placed and everything, which is to be expected. But you always show up and finish strong. One thing I want to point out, like, I actually got a really good pump backstage just now. I didn't do any of my pre-pump ritual. I took no pump product. I didn't have like a Reese's. I didn't have my salt. I didn't have my like little carb drink, anything. I just showed up and they were glossing us already. So I just did like 2 sets of lateral raises and like a set of 20 push-ups before I ran out of time. And like I had a way better pump than this morning. This morning, I don't want to say the pump was like bad, but like it did not come that easily. And I think it was just because I went on stage at like 10:30 a.m., but that's 7:30 Phoenix time. So that's 7:30 a.m. Like that's not my normal time to get a juicy pump. And I don't think that would have changed anything, let me point out clearly. But like just for me and my own showing, I actually think I looked better just now for the 5 seconds I was on stage than this morning. Kind of sucks, but that's part of the fun, I guess. So I'm gonna talk to Cliff here in a second, figure out just the game plan and what he has to say, and then I want to give a full rundown of everything. So we're gonna have fun tonight, but I'll see you guys in the back of the room. I went backstage, they were going so fast, so I didn't even do like my carb drink or the salt or the Reese's. I did none of that. And I did 1 set of lateral raises and got an instantly massive shoulder pump. And then my whole pump up I did just now was like 2 sets of lateral raises, and I got like 20 push-ups in before they're like, hey, you're just gonna be hitting the front pose, blah, 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 and then coming off stage, so I just stopped. But the pump came very, very fast and easy, and this morning it was a bit more of a wrestle to get a pump going. Yeah, he's basically like, regardless of the plan moving forward, which we're going to talk about. He said, go get a meal tonight with your wife. Obviously, don't go overboard, don't go crazy, and that's how we do things here as well. We're not going to go too crazy, so that's the plan. Date night, that's the thing I'm most excited for. Date night with Bay. As for what we're going to eat, no idea, but guess what? I'm sure we're going to eat something, and I'm sure it'll taste good. So most food does. Let's wrap things up. So I have a lot of important things I want to say. First and foremost, thank you everyone who has been watching my videos, supporting this Storm series, my show prep series, supporting me from the beginning. My views have just been blowing up recently, and I've been getting like a ton of really nice messages, even from you guys, like on Instagram. You guys are going over to Instagram and saying, hey, I came from YouTube and following your journey. That means everything for me. And I want to make a promise that I'm always going to be working towards something that you guys are going to find interesting and inspiring. And so keep that in mind, because we do have things on their way. Now, a couple things I want to say. I want to talk about the show, but I also want to talk about what's next, what's coming. The show itself, I don't know my official placing. If I had to guess, I would say 10th or 11th out of 11. So I was making jokes that like, hey, I could show up and just get last place, and that's just the reality. I want to be very clear here though. My intentions for coming to nationals was to learn and to grow and to have fun. And you only do that when you put yourself into vulnerable situations where you go against the best and you find out the truth. And so I went into this knowing, like, I know I'm not the biggest guy. I know I'm not the best bodybuilder. I know that there's better men's physique athletes out there than me. But you never know until you really show up and find out. And that was the whole purpose. This entire season, I knew I wanted to get nationally qualified and go to nationals to find out. And so because of that, like, mission has been accomplished, guys. I came here to do exactly what I intended to do. My expectations were not to come and have the stars align and this miracle happen and I show up and I win and I go pro. It's not like that. Bodybuilding is not like that. It's not MMA where you can be the worst fighter, but like you get that lucky timing and you just get that nice perfect left hook and you end up taking out the best fighter in the division, and then now you're the belt holder and all is well. Like that doesn't happen in bodybuilding, because all the work is done for years before, and then you show up to stage with what you have. And muscle takes a very long time. Bodybuilding is the most intense endurance sport ever. All you can do is focus on just getting better. The promoter had something really wise. He said, don't chase the pro card, chase the look. And that was really wise because it's true. Like, if you're chasing this thing that you might never get, only 1% of competitive bodybuilders ever actually go pro, you're just always going to get down on yourself every time you get second or third or fourth or fifth or 10th or whatever. But if you're chasing a look, you're more chasing the progression of things. I do bodybuilding because it is a challenge and because I'm addicted to challenging myself and getting better. I love the idea of self-mastery, of doing hard things, and bodybuilding has given me that. If I put too much focus on the placing or getting a pro card or whatever, I'll probably never actually get the satisfaction that I'm looking for from challenging myself. And so again, I just want to reiterate, this has not been a loss by any means for me. I came here, I grew, I'm better. I'm also a coach first, not an athlete first. I'm a coach first, athlete second. I now know more about how the national shows work. I know what the look that they're going for, the size that you really need to compete. I am so much more wise now from the athlete perspective, so now I can be a better coach for my athletes when we do take some of my athletes over to the national stage level. So I'm super stoked about all of that. It was a fun experience. Although I can show up to local shows and be the big guy, like literally I competed 6 days ago, guys. 6 days ago. 6 days ago, I was backstage and I was the guy that everyone was coming up to, complimenting, saying, bro, you look insane. Oh my gosh, wow, you look crazy. You got this, you're gonna win. Oh my gosh, your posing was incredible, blah, blah, blah. You can watch my show day video to find out what actually happened. But I was very close to an overall win. And then you take that same physique from 6 days ago to a place like this, and now I'm potentially the smallest in the entire class. I might have been maybe bigger than like 1 or 2 other guys, and then they had better shape than me, so it didn't really matter. Even the other guy who was like in last place also, he was just like so much bigger than me. It's just like, there's levels to this sport, you guys. There are levels, and you can be really good and be the worst at nationals. It is insane. But I have, and first of all, I kind of like, I felt that was going to happen, so it's not like a surprise. But I now have confirmation of where I really am, where I really stand. And you know what? I'm not afraid of the truth. I love the truth. I want the truth. I'm okay with being told, hey, Brady, you're not good enough and you got a long road ahead of you. That doesn't faze me one bit. So I'm thrilled with today. Now the question is, what's next? And then we're gonna wrap this video up. I have a couple of options of what I can do next with this season, and you're gonna have to find out in the next video. But what I will say is that regardless of what happens, which I will give you a little hint, could involve doing another show, it could involve not doing another show, but regardless of the decision that I do make, which you'll find out in the next video, I will be working towards something epic, and you're gonna want to follow the journey, because that's what I'm all about, guys. Challenging myself, self-mastery, doing hard things, being uncommon. That is what it's all about. If you choose bodybuilding as your hard thing, heck yeah, brother, same. If you choose climbing mountains, if you choose running ultra marathons, whatever it is, we have so much in common. Mentally, we are very similar, and that's the type of crowd that I like to be around. So if that vibes with you, definitely subscribe. But thank you again so much for watching this, being part of this series, supporting me. Like, it truly means a lot to me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, bradyoakfitness. Make sure you're subbed if you're not. Comment down below something dope. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
What's crazy to me is that Brady at our home gym can be the biggest guy at the gym and be getting like so much attention and compliments. And even other places too, like let's say we go to like BPN gym and we're around like a different crowd and he's the big bodybuilder guy. He's like, if not the biggest, one of the biggest in different scenes that we've been in. And then we come here and he's like not the biggest. And it was actually mind-blowing to see, because in your everyday life and situation, I see like how much he's grown, how big he has gotten. He gets us all the time that in person, he's way bigger than he looks in photos. And it's true. Like, he's big. But then we come here and it's just like, wow, this is actually insanity. It goes to show truly how much like genetics play a role in the progression of bodybuilding. And I think he's done really, really killer job for having bad genetics and not having that on his side.
Bad genetics.
Bad genetics. But I mean, he's still gotten to this point and we're on a national stage, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, that was just a wild experience.
Genetics, man.
Genetics, man.